Hello everyone, this is Shivali. Welcome to CLAT. This video is for preparation for Maths of CLAT 2016. Maths have a weightage of 20 marks in the exam and it's very important and scoring at the same time. The basic advantage with this section of CLAT paper is that the answer is very specific and the syllabus is of class 10th level. The basic syllabus, I want to go to the syllabus. The basic syllabus for this exam will be application based, and secondly it can even based on the formulas. Now the question is, what do you mean by application based and based directly on formulas? Once we talk about application based, it is that there will be 2 or 3 chapters and you have to combine them and then answer the questions accordingly. But the formulas, direct formula based questions are those questions which are solved by application of a single formula. Now coming to the syllabus part, the major portion of the syllabus will be from number system, profit and loss, rational, integers, and the application of all of them into a single question. The tricky part of this exam is that there are some options given which are very similar to the other option and people get confused while solving the question in midway. So you don't have to focus on the options, first read the question, come decide on what topic or on what instance it is based, and then apply the formula accordingly and come to the conclusion and then check with the options. Second way of solving the questions can be that first you look at various options and then you can go to the question and then think about it. But this part comes into play when there is question directly from the calendar, date, time part. Not on those topics which are based on profit and loss, integers, number system or anything else where formulas are applied. Now coming to the very first part, that is number system. The basic syllabus, the basic starting point for preparing for math section of CLAT will be number system. Now as we all know that we have read in the lower classes that there are various kinds of numbers in the whole number systems. So we'll be coming to the very beginning with the very first one, that is the even numbers, or we can say that we can start with the whole number. What do you mean by whole number? Basically the number that starts from 0 to infinity is whole number. Coming to the natural number, it is excluding 0. From 1 to infinity will be regarded as natural number. Now coming to what is even number, those number which are divisible by 2 is said to be even number. Odd number are those which are not divisible by 2. Now the question is that why are we learning these basic definition of what kind of number, there are different kinds of number in the number system. The question comes that while applying different concepts, the question can be regarding that identify the kind of number and whether it is divisible by any higher number like 11 or 2 or 3 or 4. The thing is that why this type of question is given. These questions help to analyze the analytical power of the student and even the patience they have in solving the question. That is, when anything happens while students see that the even number has been asked, they jump to the conclusion while deciding that whether it is an even number or not by just seeing the options. So this is not the purpose of the exam now. Now we come to the criteria that are to be ascertained while determining the divisibility of a number. The common divisibility factors come with whether a number is divisible by 2. For seeing whether a number is divisible by 2, you have to just check that whether the number is having 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 in their unit places. Similarly, if we see the criteria for determining whether a number is divisible by 3, we have to see whether the sum of those units, sum of the digits are divisible by 3 or not. Now coming to the next, that is 9, the same rule applies. Coming to 5 and 10, it's that whether the unit place is having 0. Coming to the 4, it's that the unit place should be divisible by 4 itself. The sum of the number digits should be divisible by 4. So now we have learned that what basic kinds of numbers are there in the number system, that is prime number, composite number, even number, odd number, whole number and natural number. These are the 6 basic type of numbers in the number system. So the questions can be combined on the divisibility of these numbers and on the basis of kind of numbers. Now I will give a question that if they gave a question like there are 4 numbers like 24, 36, 25 and 23. Now they ask that which of these number is even number and as well as divisible by 2. Now you have to check basically for which of those 4 options is a even number. Like I gave the options of 23, 30, 27, 28. Now in this, if they ask, I change it to 35. Now you have to check that whether which of them is even number and which of them then is divisible by 4 or 3. Now in this you find that these 3 numbers are not even. This is only the even option there. Now you have to check whether this is divisible by the number or not. For checking the divisibility, again you will go on these formulas and check whether these are divisible or not, and then accordingly you will choose an option. In this, none of this fulfills the criteria, so none of these will be the option. It will be there in the accordingly. This example was there only to explain you people what kind of questions can be asked in this number system chapter. Now coming to the second aspect of this chapter, there is an option for adding up the numbers or producing the sum of a number. That is, there are 3 formulas. Either you will go for adding a large number of numbers. If they tell that what will be the sum of first 10 even numbers. So for that we have 3 formulas. Firstly, for having a number like x. Okay? For first 10 even number we have the formula n into n plus 1 by 2. For having the square of those numbers, it is n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 by 6. At the same time, to finding out the cube of these numbers, it is n into n minus 1 by 2 whole square. So these formulas, these 3 formulas are the most important formulas that have to be taken into consideration while finding out the sum of the natural numbers. There can be a question that find out the sum of the first 10 natural number. Then this formula will be applied. If it will be the find out the sum of the squares of the first 10 natural number, this formula will be applied. And at the same time, if they ask for the cubes of the some amount of number, then this formula will accordingly be applied. So coming to what kind of questions can be asked in this whole chapter, only 3 kinds of questions can come. Firstly, identification the kind of number that they stand in the number system. Secondly, proving their divisibility with a particular number. And thirdly, taking out the sum. So it may be that whether these 3 topics comes individually in the exam or these 3 comes in a combined form. So with this we come to an end to the first chapter of mathematics, that is number system.